Hi, I'm Fraser Douglas, the avid tent camper. In this video, I want to talk about the meaning of the terms camp, camping, campground, and campsite. For over 100 years, a camp was defined as one or more tents or temporary shelters that were used for preparing meals, eating meals, dressing, relaxing, and sleeping. Camping was defined as the act of spending one or more days in such a camp. A campground was usually defined as a large area within a state park or a federal park or perhaps a county or a municipal park that was designed to accommodate several families that wanted to camp. And a campsite was defined as a clean, level, shady ground area that was large enough to accommodate 2 or 3 tents. These campsites typically had a fire pit and a picnic table with a bathroom and drinking water fountain located nearby. Several books written during the early 1900s, such as The Camper's Handbook by T.H. Holden, spent considerable space talking about tents, how to set them up, and where to set them up. During the early 1900s, many Americans enjoyed camping. For example, Wyatt Earp and his wife Josie camped in a campsite like this near San Bernardino, California for about 20 years. A few families bought small trailers, but these trailers were not much more than a tent on wheels. My family, like many others, combined tents with a small van. My brother and I slept in the tents, while my father and his wife slept in the van. During the late 1900s, many state and federal parks developed beautiful campgrounds with large, shady campsites that were designed for families that wanted to camp in tents. This campsite is in the Tippecanoe River State Park in northern Indiana. This beautiful campsite is on the Chattooga Lake in the Nantahala National Forest. This one is in Vogel State Park in northern Georgia. And our all-time favorite campsite is in the Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore in northern Michigan. But around 1990, RV dealers and wealthy RV owners began changing the meanings of the words camping and campground. First, they began calling their large fifth wheels, motorhomes, and travel trailers campers. When they parked these RVs or mobile homes in campgrounds, they called it camping. Despite the fact that they were living in a permanent house with a bathroom, toilet, shower, stove, refrigerator, heating, air conditioning, and television set. To reinforce this confusion, Woodall's directory calls itself a campground directory despite the fact that it primarily features RV parks. Now, this subtle change in the meanings of the word camping and campground may not seem like a big deal, but it has a terrible consequence. Beautiful old tent campgrounds with large level spots and plenty of trees, such as this one at Gulf State Park in South Alabama, are being rebuilt or replaced with RV parks. At Brigham County Park in Wisconsin, back in the 1990s, there was strong debate about how to use limited funds that were available. Some people, including myself, wanted to build a shower house for the tent campers that frequently came to the park. But other people wanted to install electrical service to attract RV owners. One summer, we reserved a campsite at the beach campground at Holland State Park in Michigan, not knowing that it was an RV park. This is the campground at Charles Mears State Park in Michigan. We were lucky enough to find a small piece of sand and a tree to put our tent, but there were very few other tents in the campground. And now the question is, what about the future? Well, I can tell you that here in Alabama, many beautiful old campgrounds are being rebuilt as RV parks. Large trees are being cut, lots of ground is being paved, 50-amp electrical service is being installed, campsites are spaced closer together, and pull-through sites are becoming common. So I think tent camping enthusiasts need to organize and lobby their elected officials to be sure that we build nice, tent-friendly, comfortable campgrounds. In other words, we need campgrounds with elevated tent pads, lots of trees, large level ground areas where we can pitch our sleeping tents and our kitchen tents, and nice bathroom facilities. Well, now that you've heard my arguments, I hope that you will encourage other people to avoid using the term camping when referring to parking in an RV, and avoid the use of the word campground when referring to an RV park. And I hope that you'll learn to make the distinction between state and federal parks that offer campgrounds and those that only offer RV parks. For more information about tent camping history, please read my book, Basic Tent Camping. Visit my website, www.basictentcamping.com, and visit my Facebook page, Modern Tent Camping. Remember, take more trips, travel further, visit more attractions, and save money. Go tent camping.